everyone, my name is JocelynManley. I'm a graduate of Dalhousie Agricultural Campus's Engineering Diploma Program and the Dalhousie Faculty of Engineering Bachelor of Engineering program. I am specialized in mining engineering and mineral resources, and I currently work in British Columbia in Canada's largest open pit coal mine for Teck Resources. I chose mining engineering over the other disciplines because there are so many opportunities to expand what you do and what you are exposed to. Mines have people employed who are on the business side, the technical marketing side, environment, design, processing, operations, everything you can think of. Mining can also take you all around the world. There's mines everywhere. It's not uncommon to see graduates of Dalhousie University in Fort McMurray, of course, here in BC, and even in Nova Scotia. Some of us end up as far away as Australia, working in the coal mines or the copper mines there. To become a mining engineer, I attended the agricultural campus for 2 years to get my diploma in engineering, and then finished my degree with 2 years of schooling and 1 year of work experience through main campus of Dalhousie. One thing I would suggest to anybody looking to do any type of engineering is to do the work experience. I actually received my full-time employment offer for post-grad from my co-op term that I did out here with Fording River. Without the work experience, I would have been coming into the industry with zero exposure and hoping that somebody took a chance on us on a new grad with no experience. Now, mining doesn't have to take you far away from home. Nova Scotia has lots of opportunities with the mining industry. Companies like Atlantic Gold, Anaconda, and Martin Marietta, just to name a few. Also, National Gypsum has huge operations just outside Halifax. So mining engineering has a very wide pay scale. My starting salary was in the $80,000 range. With engineering, a lot of companies have programs to graduate you from your engineering training stage after you graduate school into your professional career once you write your PEng exam. For example, my company does a 3% raise every 6 months during your first 5 years. Once you write your professional exam and get your certificate of being a professional engineer in Canada, you would receive raises after that yearly. It's incentive to keep you with the company, but it also marks a milestone in your training. When you receive a raise, it also triggers a movement in your career path with my company. So I started out with project management and in-field safety audits. I then moved into design, pit design and spoil design, so taking into account the strip ratios, the equipment, the manpower, the schedule, what the market needs, and of course safety, to design pits that we can extract the coal and spoils where we can put all that leftover dirt. Now I currently work as a drill and blast technician at site. So I go to site on a 4x4 schedule right now for 12 hours a day, and I get to design blasts, I get to give instructions to the blasters on the pattern on how much explosives to put in the ground. I do all the paperwork associated with explosives, because as you can imagine there's quite a bit, and we walk patterns and make sure that the blasting crew are tying things in and making the patterns look like what we've designed in the office. My roles with design and project management were on a 5x2 schedule, so a regular Monday to Friday, with every other Friday off. So every other Friday I got a 3-day weekend, which was really nice. I currently live in BC, so I live in the middle of the Elk Valley in Fernie, BC, and I live in a playground essentially. I have an awesome ski hill just outside my door, thousands of kilometers of hiking trails, and I live in a very active community. If you want to, mining can take you to the other side of the spectrum, which is a fly-in, fly-out operation. Teck actually has one, a zinc mine in Alaska, which is fly-in, fly-out, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and you live in camp at the mine. So while you're on site at work, all your expenses are covered. They feed you, provide your internet and all that stuff, and you work, and then you return to wherever it is in the country that you live to spend your 2 weeks off. So as a young person in Nova Scotia, Seeing mining having a negative past in our part of the country should not deter you from considering some form of a career in the space, whether it be as a mining engineer, an environmental scientist, an environmental engineer, a mine technician, an operator, even a heavy-duty mechanic or a welder. All those people are extremely important to the operation. Modern mining is extremely safe, and environmental protection is one of the highest priorities on a mining company. Without the social license to operate, so that's permission essentially from the community members to operate the mine, you won't move forward. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I love my job, and it's not intimidating being one of the few women in the industry, especially when lots of young people are joining the industry and more girls every day. So if you're interested in a career that can be constantly changing, every 6 to 8 months, changing what you're doing, you can live in some of the most amazing places in the world and get paid pretty well to do it, I think you should seriously consider engineering, and specifically mining or mineral resources. Thanks.